so many horrific accusations, though, involving young singers, like children.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's insane.
He makes R. Kelly look like a decent guy.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
It is crazy. And meanwhile, the guy was like hanging out with Oprah, hanging out with Obama.
Jay-Z,
Everybody.
What I'm about to talk about, it's not entertainment, it's not a headline, it's not some viral clip you scroll past. This is about a kid, a 15-year-old kid named Justin Bieber, who got thrown into a world way darker than anyone wants to admit. And at the center of that world, Sean Diddy Combs, a man we once called a mogul. But after what I've seen, after what I've read, that title feels like a mask. Today isn't about speculation, it's about truth, it's about pain, and it's about finally looking at what's been hiding in plain sight for far too long. I saw a clip this morning, just 1 minute long, but that minute, it changed everything.
Good luck when you're older. You know, Justin Bieber had a post the other day on his Instagram talking about all the drugs that he did when he was younger and how much it fucked him up, and now he's got a relationship with the Lord, and he's got, he's married, and he's trying to be a normal person.
Yeah.
But he's struggling with the fact that he was insanely famous when he was a kid.
It's not just about Justin, it's about a system, a machine, a place where kids are handed over to powerful people under the guise of mentorship. And I can't stay quiet about it, not anymore. Let me set the stage. Picture this. It's 2009. Justin Bieber's a 15-year-old kid from a small town in Canada. He's got this voice, pure raw like something you can't teach. He's singing covers on YouTube, dreaming big. His mom's raising him alone, doing her best. Then Scooter Braun finds him, Usher gets involved. And suddenly this kid's life isn't his anymore. He's a star, sold out shows, screaming fans. And then Diddy steps in. It's what happened behind closed doors. Exactly. And this clip I saw, it's from back then.
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
Signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours.
Diddy's on camera, smiling, talking about Justin like he's some kind of prize. He says, yo, Justin's with me now, for 48 hours. It's a 15-year-old's dream, and he's laughing, but it's not funny. He says he's got custody of Justin. Custody, like he owns him. And then he drops this line. He had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house. And he knows better than to be talking about the things he does with Big Brother Puff on national television. What the hell does that mean? Man, that clip, it's like a punch to the gut. You hear Diddy say that, and it's not mentorship. It's control, isolation. And he's not just talking about Justin. He mentions Usher too. Says he had legal guardianship of Usher when he was a teen, working on his first album. A pattern starts to form, and it's chilling. I got these documents, contracts, flight records, hotel bills, stuff that paints a picture. But the one that broke me? It's this handwritten note from Justin. He was 15. The handwriting's shaky, like he was scared. It says, I miss my mom. This is too much. I don't feel right. Can I go home early? This isn't a pop star, a kid trying to breathe. Joe, I saw this kind of thing too many times. Young artists, full of talent, handed over to these powerful guys. They call it mentorship, but it's not. It's about control. No phones, no parents, no way out. I worked with a kid, not Justin, but another young artist who told me he wasn't allowed to call his family during one of these focus weekends. They took his phone, said it was for his own good. That's insane. And there's more. There's security footage from a private estate.
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
One of Diddy's shell companies rented it. It's 3:12 a.m., and there's Justin, walking down a hallway. He's got his guitar, head down, looking like he hasn't slept in days. Two adults behind him, like they're guarding him, and through a doorway you see a whiteboard. At the top it says, Full Immersion Weekend. Below that, rules, vocal drills until dawn, 4 hours of sleep, max. No phones, no outside calls without permission. This isn't a music camp, this is a prison. I keep thinking about my own kids. They're around that age, If someone took them away for 48 hours, told them they couldn't call me, put them through some immersion nonsense, I'd lose it. Any parent would. But Justin's mom? She was thousands of miles away, trusting these people to take care of her son, and they betrayed that trust. Alex, that's the thing, Joe. The industry runs on trust. Parents think, oh, this is a big shot, they'll protect my kid. But it's a machine. It chews up talent and spits out trauma. I've seen artists burn out, disappear, or worse, and nobody asks questions because money and fame drown out the truth. Joe? Yeah. And Justin's spoken about it, not directly, but you can hear it. A while back he posted on Instagram about his past, said he was doing drugs, lost in the pressure, couldn't enjoy anything, not his music, not his cars, not his life. He said, I was so hurt and confused, I was sick. He didn't name names, but you don't have to. You can feel the pain in his words. And now he's trying to heal, married to Haley, leaning on his faith. But man, that kid went through hell to get here. And it's not just Diddy, it's the whole system. You've got these powerful people. Diddy, yeah, but he's hanging out with Oprah, Obama, Jay-Z, everybody. Nobody says anything. Nobody stops it. Why? Because fame protects the powerful, not the kids. And that's what makes me sick. I've been in this game a long time. Comedy, UFC, podcasts, I've seen some shady stuff. But this is next level. It's predatory. I worked with someone who was at one of Diddy's focus weekends. They said it was like a cult. No phones, no leaving, just constant work. And the kids were told it was for their career, but it felt like something else. One assistant said she saw Justin being told not to call his mom. She quit after that. Couldn't stomach it. That's what breaks me, man. A kid, 15 years old, begging to talk to his mom, and they say no. Who does that? And then you've got Diddy on camera, years later talking about how Justin knows better than to talk about what they did. That's not a mentor, that's someone with something to hide. This report, it's from when Justin was older, trying to sort out his life. The therapist says he was emotionally overwhelmed as a teen. Extreme schedules, no rest, deep anxiety, signs of isolation. This wasn't a kid being guided, this was a kid being controlled. And it's not just Justin. How many other young artists went through this? How many didn't make it out? I didn't expect to get emotional today, but reading that note, seeing that footage, it's personal. I think about my daughters. I think about every kid out there chasing a dream. They deserve better. They deserve to be protected, not exploited. And that's why I'm talking about this, because silence lets this keep happening. Once this episode went live, things started moving. People called in. Former assistants, producers, even other artists. They're saying they saw the same patterns. Mentorship that felt like control. Weird house rules. Kids cut off from their families. And now the industry's reacting. Streaming services are pulling Diddy's music for review. Brands are dropping him. That sneaker collab, canceled. For the first time, Diddy's not a legend. He's a question mark. And it's not just Diddy. It's the whole system. The industry's built to protect the powerful. But when someone like you speaks up, Joe, it gives others courage. I've had friends text me since your episode dropped, saying they're ready to talk. They're scared, but they're ready. That's what it's about, man. Breaking the silence. I'm not here to tear anyone down for no reason. But if you saw something, say something. Don't protect fame. Protect kids. If you're out there working in this industry and you've seen this stuff, speak up. We can't let another kid go through what Justin did. I'm donating every cent from this episode to mental health programs and artist protection groups, because success should open doors, not lock people in. Justin's a survivor. He's a husband now, a believer, a guy who's found his way despite everything. His music, his faith, it's like he's shouting his truth without saying the words. And maybe his story can save someone else. This isn't just about one pop star or one mogul. It's about a system that let power go unchecked for too long. Money and fame can hide the truth, but not forever. The truth always finds a way out. I didn't plan to cry today, man. But sometimes the truth hits you like a freight train. What happened to Justin Bieber should never happen again. We've got to make sure it doesn't. Let's keep this conversation going. Let's protect the kids. Let's change this industry. Because if we don't, we're all part of the problem. Thanks for listening, folks. This one was heavy, but it's real. We'll be back with more. Until then, take care of each other.